Jai Gurudev student. Again, today we are taking another cell, that is your fuel cell. In fuel cell, what happens? The electric energy we are getting, double E means electrical energy we are getting. I will get the electric energy. Electric energy we are getting by burning some fuel. So, by combustion of fuel, we are getting electric energy. In this one we are writing combustion. By combustion of fuel, we are getting electric energy in fuel cell. So in this one, the one example is your hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. In hydrogen oxygen fuel cell, that what we are taking, first of all, at anode we are taking porous carbon containing suitable catalyst. Porous carbon containing catalyst. Cathode is also same, porous carbon containing catalyst. So this is we are taking cathode and anode, and electrolyte is concentrated aqueous NaOH. Concentrated aqueous NaOH. You can take KOH also. Now what happens in this one? The hydrogen we are taking in one cylinder and oxygen we are taking in another cylinder. When the hydrogen and oxygen are bubbled through porous electrodes, hydrogen and oxygen bubble through porous electrodes into NaOH solution. The hydrogen burns with oxygen to form water. So overall reaction is hydrogen burns with oxygen gives you water plus energy. Now this water is pure water. So this water, whatever comes out from this reaction between hydrogen and oxygen, water comes out, pure water. So this can be used by astronauts for their drinking purpose, and the energy that is liberated, that is required to run the rockets. What are the advantages of the fuel cell? Several times comes what are the advantages of fuel cell. So one advantage generally we will write, this one is a pollution free. There is no pollution comes out from this one. Second point, it is highly efficient. It is highly efficient. Efficiency is nearly 70%. In the other cells, the efficiency is 30 to 40% maximum. Another one is that it never dead. As long as your supply of hydrogen oxygen takes place, it continues to run. So next point, student, we are taking another point. This is your corrosion. Corrosion we have learned in 9th standard, 10th standard, all these things. So corrosion is the eating away of metal surface or deterioration of metal surface as a result of the reaction with air or water surrounding it. So metal surface, we know that the loss of 15% of iron is lost due to corrosion. Now in corrosion of iron, generally what you have to learn, corrosion of iron is called rusting, and corrosion of iron formula is Fe2O3 dot X H2O. Fe2O3.XH2, hydrated ferric oxide. Now in the next figure, actually what we are going to do, we are learning how the corrosion takes place and mechanism of rusting of iron. Mechanism of rusting of iron. So this is iron article, this is water droplet, and in this one we are going by one reaction. First of all, this is iron article. Consider there is 2 iron, that one converted to 2Fe2 positive plus 4 electron. So reaction wise, first reaction will take place 2Fe diapositive plus 2 electron. In the second, what happens? This water reacts with the oxygen present in the air. So water plus carbon dioxide gives you H2CO3. H2CO3, if I take 2H2CO3, that gives you 4H positive. This gives 4H positive and 2CO3 di-negative. So second reaction, whatever we are taking, 2H2CO3, 4H positive plus 2CO3 2 negative. Third reaction, what we are taking, that we have, it will come in contact with the oxygen plus 4H positive, whatever we got from the earlier equation, plus 4 electron gives you 2H2O. Now if you have first reaction, second reaction, third reaction. Now in the fourth reaction, what happens? That 2Fe diapositive, this equation is multiplied by 2, this equation is multiplied by 2, this equation is multiplied by 2. So in the product we are getting 4Fe diapositive, and this equation if we multiply by 2 water, 4 water plus 4 2. So whatever may the number of iron, number of water, you can take reaction with oxygen, forming 2Fe2O3 plus 8H positive. This Fe2O3 actually responsible for rusting. Now this Fe2O3 takes desirable number of water molecule, forming Fe2O3XH2O. This is what is the mechanism of rusting. So since rusting is a great loss for our country, so we have to avoid rusting by some methods are there, using anti-rust solution, barrier protection, sacrificial protection, painting, all this greasing, all these things are there. Now one more point that I want to tell you, the student, is that rusting happens due to the formation of carbonic acid. So if a piece of iron is there, if you have paint that one with alkaline something, so rusting can be prevented. So alkaline medium inhibits the rusting. So at this point, what we have learned, alkaline medium decreases the process of rusting. Another point, if you have saline water increases the rusting. Saline water produces ion, gives electrons, so which is important or increases the process of rusting. So student, in the next videos we try to conclude this chapter. Actually whatever the points are there, this is overall chapter is over. Then also we'll try to take more important points, whatever required for your competitive exam and all these things. So I'll try to give you some points on that basis. Thank you, Jai Hind.